Happening today, dozens of physicians are helping fight systemic racism in healthcare through a nationwide social media campaign.
It is called hashtag Share the Medicalmic, and doctors are letting Black female doctors take over their social media accounts. Joining us live this morning to talk more about the initiative are two doctors that are taking part today. We want to welcome Portland OBGYN Dr. Jennifer Lincoln and Dr. Jessica Shepard. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I don't know who wants to start, but tell us more about what is this hashtag Share the Mic Now campaign and how it got started.
Why don't you go, Dr. Shepard?
All right, I'll go ahead and explain it. It is a phenomenal campaign that we're doing today where we have 40 female Black physicians taking over the accounts of 40 non-colored female physicians. And we're really just trying to use this as impact to amplify our voices, to show concern and where we see racial biases in medicine, and as representation, being a Black physician, showing others just really how much we can do, and utilizing this team and using these efforts that was started by Dr. Renee Paro and Dr. Powell to now bring this to the public and show our voices.
Yeah, I think it's such a cool branch here of Share the Mic Now, this campaign that has been growing on social media with lots of different platforms trying to put the spotlight on different voices. So why, I guess I want to ask you, Dr. Shepard, why is there such a need for more Black voices, in particular in medicine?
You know, this is really important because when we think of public health, there really is a racism issue. And as much as we have systemic issues that affect healthcare, that's when we'll see so much disparity in conditions that affect women and Black people, but also it affects their longevity, their quality of life. And these are things that are impacted by daily things all throughout their life, but definitely in healthcare.
Yeah, and Dr. Lincoln, why was this something that you wanted to be involved in and turn over your social media account?
Well, I'm just a huge fangirl of Dr. Shepard, just to begin with. So the chance to jump in on that. And I feel that as physicians, like Dr. Shepard hit on, this is a public health crisis. So as physicians, this is our lane to speak up. And as white physicians, with the audience, it's our job to call these things out. And here in Portland, we do not have as many Black citizens as in other cities in the United States, but it's still important locally because if it affects the healthcare of one citizen here in Portland, we need to address that. Just like we prepare for other emergencies and other things that happen rarely, we need to prepare for this. And so handing over the mic to Dr. Shepard, she's doing amazing things. She's an OBGYN, and I'm so happy to have her.
I think it's such an incredible opportunity to reach new people, and I'm sure that, especially for both of you right now, we're seeing this kind of intersection of COVID-19 and the fight for racial justice, and in particular, it has to be affecting people who really do need accurate medical information and access to that. So how important is this to use your social media platforms in this way?
Oh, I think that this is a brilliant start to what we can do in the future when we think of healthcare, when we think of representation, diversity, and inclusion. Because what we are finding with disparities in healthcare is that Black people are actually living sicker and dying quicker. And those are statistics that we really need to make impact. And if we can do that through social media with our campaign of Share the Medicalmic, then this can lead to so many other instances and events where we can, again, decrease that disparity and improve quality of life for Black people.
Yeah, and specifically, what kinds of posts are we going to be seeing today? Do you already have yours all planned?
Yeah, taking over Dr. Jennifer Lincoln's account was one of the big highlights for me. Love her so much. But what you'll see throughout the day is if you go to the hashtag Share the Medicalmic, you will see these 40 Black physicians sharing their platform, sharing their desire and their passion to really, again, decrease that disparity. And we're going to have a couple of IG lives that are going on all throughout the day. So I really encourage everyone to just go find that hashtag, and that's where you'll find all of the different accounts and all the different types of medicine that are going to be impacted and represented today.
So I know we're going to post some links too on our website to make it easy for people to find your accounts and follow along today. Beyond just kind of following some of the stuff on Instagram today, Dr. Lincoln, what else can people do now? I think a lot of people are asking, how can I help? What should I do? What can people do going forward?
Yeah, so one easy thing that just dovetails off of this campaign is that compare your feed from yesterday to tomorrow. And hopefully in following this hashtag campaign, following these amazing doctors, your feed will be more diverse tomorrow. And surrounding yourself with people who look and believe in different things than you can only do better by expanding your horizons and carrying that into actionable items. And following Dr. Shepard on her account afterwards, you can see those exact sorts of things that you can do.
All right. Well, Dr. Lincoln and Dr. Shepard, thank you so much for joining us and telling us more about this movement. And of course, again, if people want to learn more about the Share the Mic movement or want to join the discussion, we will have links to do that on coin.com. Have a great morning.